Hello everyone. So let's look at content discovery. But before we delve into it, let's first ask what exactly is content? So content can be anything. It can be a file, a video, or it can even be pages or portals. But then how is it special or why are we even talking about it? So there can be contents that are not intended for public access, but these are stored on the web server or maybe somewhere stored on the web portal itself. For example, administration panels, configuration files, or backup files, which can have sensitive information. Okay, so how can we discover such kinds of content? So generally there are three kinds of code. One is manual, automated, and OSINT. So OSINT is a smart way of analyzing all the publicly available information and trying to find some hidden or secret things maybe on a web portal. So, what is a content discovery method that begins with a easy? It's manual or manually, and that begins with a automated, and the last that begins with o is OSINT. We'll look at each one of them. So first let's look at robots.txt. What exactly is robots.txt? As the name suggests, it is it is a kind of text file, but why is it so relevant? So, robots.txt is a document file that tells search engine which pages they should look at or which pages they should crawl and which pages they shouldn't crawl. Remember that these are just guidelines and robots can bypass them. So, ethical robots or ethical bots, like for example of Google or maybe Bing, they follow these guidelines, but some evil crawlers, they may or may not follow these guidelines. So this robots.txt file can lead us to certain pages on a website which can have sensitive information. Okay. Now robots.txt file is always on the home page or home directory of a website. So what is the directory in the robots.txt file that isn't allowed to be viewed by web crawlers? So let's visit this IP. Note that in your case the IP might be different. So we can just copy the URL from here. Now, as you can see, there are three key value pairs here. User agent star. That means so star is a regular expression. That means anything. So anything or everyone should follow these guidelines. And what is allowed to be viewed by robots? That is the slash directory or the home page of the website. And robots are not allowed to view this portal. So simply the answer to this question will be star portal. Now let's look at second method of manual discovery, favicon. So what are favicons? Whenever you visit the website, you will see a small icon of the website in front of its name. These are called favicon. But how this favicon can be useful for providing us some unintended content? So whenever we install some kind of framework, uh, by framework I mean some kind of third-party software. So these frameworks can have leftover favicons. So whenever we use frameworks to build a website, a favicon that is part of that framework, it gets left over on the website, and if there is some kind of favicon of some kind of frameworks, then we can know what framework the website is using, and but how knowing the framework of a website helps. So, for example, you get that this website is using this framework, and if that framework is vulnerable to some kind of exploit, then that means this website can be exploited. Okay. So we are given a tab icon, and we need to tell which framework does it belong to. So you can, if you are on a Windows, you can just run these two commands, and it will give you a MD5 hash, and you can visit this website and search for this hash. It will give you the name of the framework, and that is CGIRC. And if you are on a Linux machine, you can just type the values and get a MD5 hash. Now, the third method in manual discovery is sitemap.xml. These files are similar to robots.txt file, but they don't restrict the search engine crawlers. In fact, they just list all the website or all the web pages that the owner wants public to access. These are done so that uh, people can find some web pages that are maybe hard to find from the home page. So sitemap, as the name suggests, is the map of that website. And how can it be useful for us? So maybe when the website is initially developed, some pages are intended for public access, but over time, these web pages maybe may be deleted from the original website, or maybe these web pages are used for some other purposes, and now they're not intended for public access, but the developer of the website may forgot to update the sitemap.xml file, in which case the sitemap.xml file can have some secret files or directory which can have some sensitive information. Okay, so now let's look at this question. What is the path of the secret area that can be found in the sitemap.xml file? This is a sitemap.xml file, and there is the news directory, and then it has some article. Okay, then there's this contact directory, and then there's this customer/login directory. Okay, so and now if you scroll a little further, you will see that this is a secret area directory, which is the answer to our question.